Without wasting your time, we are going to share top 5 best SUV Air Mattress 20. The product links are in the description and in first comment. The number 5 on the list is Sagogo SUV Air Mattress. Sagogo SUV Air Mattress. I had back injury at the beginning of summer and needed to travel in our car about hours away. I knew I wouldn't be able to sit up the whole and would need to lay down some. Bought this mattress and it worked out great for my Nissan Murano. It was very comfortable when we needed pull over and let me lay down. My only complaint is that we left it inflated overnight while we were at our hotel and it didn't hold the air very well overnight. Not sure if it would hold up if you blow it right before you lay down for the night, as I only used it for a few hours during our ride. It comes with a car pump, carrying bag, blow up pillows, blow up seat filler, and blow up mattress. The filler was honestly kind of irrelevant for me because the headrests was already there for support. I put my bag's personal needs there instead while camping. The outermost layer needs to be pumped separately, but the air hole is on the bottom. The air pump doesn't reach while plugged in. All you have to do is flip the bed around to pump, then flip it back. It provides a considerable level of comfort over not having an air mattress, but do not expect to be sleeping luxuriously. It's easy to inflate. The pillows are kind of a joke, they are tiny. However, for the price and what I use it for sleeping in car, for camping, backpacking, and hiking, it works well enough. I bought this air mattress for camping out of my Subaru Forester. It is a perfect fit for the back of the car with passenger seat down. I haven't used it as of yet, but did a test run with setup. It was easy to set up and the fit was. The number 4 on the list is WEY and Fly SUV Air Mattress. Fly SUV Air Mattress. My wife has only recently gone on backcountry camping trips with me, and the primary complaint when sleeping in the tent has been the lack of comfort from the sleeping pads. When we backpack, the sleeping pads are the only practical option, but when we can take the back into the wilderness, we bring this inflatable mattress and she sleeps very comfortably, which means neither of us are grumpy in the morning due to her lack of sleep. This is not a practical option for backpacking. Manual inflation would be a lung buster and it simply does not compact well for carrying in or on your pack. I went through other air mattresses prior to this. You get what pay for. This is by far the most comfortable and seems to be very well made. That being said, time will tell. Not as easy to fill as others because the fittings provided for the pump don't fit tight. You have to hold it to make it stay in. I will update if the mattress fails quickly. Like any air mattress, not the most comfortable, but it fit good in our routing and we also used it in it and it worked out well for adults. I like that it does not have a split seam in the middle like a few others we ordered and sent back. We finally got around to using this after first purchasing almost years ago. Sat in its box untouched until an impromptu camping trip happened. I was shocked at how easy it was to inflate. We brought a battery-powered pump, however quickly realized it was easier, faster to just inflate it manually. The pump was great for collapsing the mattress after use, however, so I definitely recommend using one for that if you have one handy. Bought this for a camping trip and was surprised at how much I liked it. It fit perfectly on the back of my Nissan Rogue. I slept through the night, no issues. Had some trouble with the air pump, which is designed to plug into the lighter input. The cord for it was too short. Ended up borrowing a friend's battery-powered pump. It's surprisingly comfortable to sleep on and doesn't seem to lose air at all. I fit just fine on it and I'm an about pounds for reference. It's kind of tricky to inflate if you use the car inflator it comes with, just because the cable isn't very long. I still air it up that way because it's really convenient to have a small pump like that when I'm camping. It airs up really quickly too. I would say the only downside is that it's not very thick, but that does make it easy to move in and out of my truck bed. The number 3 on the list is Hurley Inflatable Car. Hurley Inflatable Car. I've got a spinal cord disease thanks to an epidural gone wrong, which means I can't sit upright without a lot of pain. We drive an old minivan, so I can recline all the way in passenger seat and put my feet on the dash. But we had to do a drive and those old vans just can't do it. Renting a new one meant I'd have to lie across the back bench seat. I'd heard of products like this, so went searching on Amazon for one that seemed to have the best reviews in terms of durability. When we got the rental home, I tried to lay across the back first. It would have been a living hell short narrow and seat belts pressing into my back. This took maybe 2 minutes to inflate both sections, dropped it in and pushed the row captain chair's back to hold it perfect. I did not use the little pillows. I did bring 2 king-size pillows with me, one for behind my head and upper back and one for lower back and legs. It did kind of feel like I was being angled back against a back before I got the pillows. But they did the trick. It is a little bouncy as you are on an air mattress, but it let me stretch out and be able to move around and be comfortable. We drove across 2 days in total and it worked out great. I was also pleased that it didn't slip and hasn't lost air yet. It came with a few patches, but hopefully we can use it again. But it was worth it just to make this trip comfortable and pain-free. For point of reference, I am 5'4" and weigh 215, so I do take up some space, but I could have easily had a small adult back here with me. I had to take a trip from and back about an hour round trip driving. This does not include stops for fuel. I was gone for about a week in my husband's Nissan Tundra and spent all but one night in the truck on this. I slept really well. I used the Pilosum to adjust here and there for my comfort. Gas prices are already too high, and I didn't want to spend a lot more on staying in hotels. I got this delivered right before I left home and put it in before I left with the compressor it comes with. It was super easy to do, super comfy. Do put a sheet or something over it, though I got it specifically for this trip and it worked very well. I will be using it again. I had no issues with it at all. The number 2 on the list is Sport Bed Car Mattress. Sport Bed Car Mattress. We used this to get my husband, who is a cancer survivor, out and about to enjoy the fall foliage. He can only ride for short distances in the car before he starts not feeling well. Very easy to use, and it comes with the air pump that plugs into the cigarette lighter. It has different attachments to help blow up the mattress and the pillows. One side inflates and another deflates. You have to be quick to close the opening after inflating it, or it can deflate quickly. That's the only real complaint I have. I had to inflate it a couple of times before I was able to get it to the firmness we needed. Since we have special seats in the back, the mattress wasn't flat until I inflated the pillows and put them under the inflatable mattress where there are dips in the seats, and that solved the problem. The price was very reasonable. It deflates and fits in a small bag the size of a shopping bag for easy storage. My husband was able to sleep on this mattress during parts of the drive where he needed to lay down, and reclining didn't help. This was a great purchase, and we look forward to using it again for drives that may tax his strength. Read a few bad reviews regarding leaks, air pump breaking, but that's what tapping return is for, so I gave it a chance. Have been sleeping on it every night in the back seat of my 2-door Pontiac Grand Prix. Parking restrictions were amped up. I sold my I'm comfortable on the air mattress. It only needs a bit more of air every couple of days. Definitely more comfortable than treating my car seats like an easy chair. Point is that it performs as it was designed for. I'm comfortable. I can stretch out. Only flaw is that the air ports are on the side that's against a back seat, not facing out where it would be to be longer, as it's a little difficult to blow up. But I bought a battery-powered pump and it's perfect. I definitely get a better night's sleep in the truck with the mattress. The number 1 on the list is Hickory car. Hickory car. I purchased this for my cross-country move, and I would say it did a very good job. While I likely do not have any future use for it, it allowed me to bring far more items than my little Equinox would have permitted. That in itself was worth the money. It handled high, gusty winds for the majority of trip, a considerable amount of rain and a snowstorm in Flagstaff. In the end, the only thing that got wet was one side of a cardboard box. I would highly suggest that you only place items in it that can afford to get a little damp without being ruined. To assist with keeping the weight up front to prevent it catching air while driving at highway speeds, I put the heaviest books I had protected with a thick plastic contain. I am very pleased and relieved to say that not a single book was ruined, nor even wet. The storage capacity of the rooftop bag was substantial. I was rather surprised how much stuff I was able to fit in there. Overall, it did the job as intended rather well. Again, just be careful and be smart about what you put in there. I would say it is weather resistant, but not weatherproof. Still, several days of driving in all kinds of weather proved that it did very well, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone looking to increase cargo space. This product worked great. We drove from Las Vegas to Houston and back without any problems. It held up very well. I don't have a roof rack, but it still worked. I bought ratchet straps and hooked those to the car over top and through doors, then I attached the straps from the roof bag to the ratchet straps. It held up very well. The bag is great material and a great size. I put one large suitcase, one medium, one small and a tote bag in it. Great choice.